we've by no means completed a corporate element. So we did a vehicle for a massive company group, and I'm no longer going to say what it is due to the fact I don't want to present something up. Actually, my father become gospel, and I grew up in black gospel and southern gospel become what I grew up with. Wow. And now you realize, I've taken what I've discovered and I've parlayed it right into a 70s difficult rock band. All excellent things need to stop. And counting automobiles is not any exception to the popular saying, although it's been ages because the remaining sparkling episode became aired. Danny Koker has now not gone into a quiet or leisurely retirement. However, he has a legacy that uniquely displays his style. Danny lives lifestyles fully, at an even extra multi-dimensional level. But what are these legacies? And are those legacies well worth any fortune? Join us as we display how Danny Koker leaves at the back of a fortune that makes his family cry. Counting Cars star Danny Koker is a family name among gearheads and car-obsessed TV oldsters alike. As he stars at the hit History Channel show Counting Cars, Danny has been one of the maximum likable personalities shot in the attention of every viewer, together with his larger-than-lifestyle's personality and undeniable expertise, often capturing him with the once dilapidated rusted-out classics and battered shells transformed into lovely, one-of-a-kind masterpieces. Whether it's miles of restoration of some thing vintage or the construction of a daring custom layout, the whole lot that Danny does celebrates creativity, craftsmanship, and a lifelong love for the whole thing car. Danny Koker changed into immersed in vehicle-centric surroundings from an early age. He had a passion for eye candy and monstrous machines and understanding and operating with them. Danny and his group accompanied the same way as in American Recovery, reviving traditional cars and motorcycles, regularly developing customized art from forgotten relics. And sometimes the bickering the various colorful cast of characters at the shop. Danny is like maximum vehicle fanatics who analyze with the aid of plastic enjoyance. He had his very own storage, wherein he found out a way to restore and repair cars early. What would start as a laugh interest might become a beneficial profession that carried him into the limelight of television repute, could flip him right into a family name that he will go away for his family. However, what made Danny Koker a family call, and how has his adventure been to this point? The beginning of stardom. Danny Koker turned into already forging his name lengthy earlier than he had become the star of counting vehicles with modern tendencies that shook the early automotive global in the 2000s. Counts Customs in Las Vegas, Nevada? Counts Customs has built a solid recognition for the magical healing of antique, forgotten motors. Counts Customs later advanced right into a mecca for conventional vehicle fans. Danny's expertise for restoring and customizing rusted-out relics into beautiful one-of-a-kind machines started out to get valuable exposure. From there, Danny started to create his name and legacy for his own family inside the industry, pulling in customers from close to and a long way, seeking out a notable artistically functional conversion in their automobiles. One of the most essential institutions that helped push Danny to his acclaim today is the association with Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison. After Rick succeeded with Pawn Stars, he wanted to combine Koker, understanding that their chemistry could be like none different. Hence, long earlier than Counting Cars turned into Born, Danny turned into a ordinary professional on Pawn Stars, as Rick referred to as on him, to appraise the vintage muscle cars added into the Pawn Stars. Koker made an immediate hit with Pawn Stars as a nearby professional concerning vehicles. His robust superstar know-how turned into almost enough for audiences, and there wasn't any doubt that the general public desired extra. Therefore, beginning opportunities for huge enlargements, the History Channel launched the Spinning Counting Cars. With his enjoyment of knowledge of automobiles and his expertise for recognizing the fee of rare and unique automobiles, Danny became an exquisite advantage to Pawn Stars. This habitual nature additionally set the inspiration for Danny's custom car enterprise, which he had started constructing from the floor up. Again, inside the 80s, it had become Counting Cars later on, specifically specializing in his automobile recuperation and customizing items. But how does Danny Koker's existence emerge as a wealthy adventure in the direction of fame and effect via the Counting Cars show, the lengthy Going for Walks American reality TV show? Counting Cars served because the follow-up to Pawn Stars had the day of its gold standard, August 13, 2012, earlier than moving into its ordinary Tuesday slot. Early government manufacturers for the collection were Zachary Baer and Julian Hobbs for records, Brent, Sir Bernard Law, David George, and Sean Witt from Left Field Pictures. The collection turned into created via Joel Patterson, who also served as co-gov producer. It fast became one of the maximum hit packages on the History Channel, with its mix of vehicle tradition, craftsmanship, and Danny's steadfast and charismatic interpersonal talents. Danny is the mainstay of Count's Customs, and along together with his craft-geared-up team, they are diving into the project of resurrecting cars that have been forgotten for too long. The attractive mission, Danny's prominent large van lifestyles character, and the lively relationships a number of the crew made this one an instantaneous winner. Audiences are mainly interested in the breathtaking recovery, but the history and stories of every automobile moved them, ensuing in counting cars as a phenomenon. It have become culturally indispensable to the viewing revel in, with tens of millions exceedingly familiar with it, and ran for over 10 seasons on the History Channel. Countless visitors had been drawn to the show. One such visitor became rock musician Alice Cooper, whose love of automobiles made him a natural and shaped to guest celebrity on Counting Cars. In 2014, he elevated his energy by turning into the executive producer for Counting Cars. Like its predecessors, American Restoration and Cajun Ponnet has been well placed within the mix of automobile fanatics. The movement takes vicinity in Las Vegas, where Counting Cars visits Count's Customs, the well-known vehicle healing and custom workshop, owned and run by means of the only and most effective Danny Koker. Most human beings first came to know Koker due to the fact he was a habitual professional at Pawn Stars. However, now he takes center level because the show promotes itself, and Koker the fascinating host. By the middle of 2014, Records branded Head to Revis with Zachary Baer as executive manufacturer, while Tom Romita and Jonathan Witch collaborated as co-executive manufacturers with the Left Subject Unit. By early 2015, Simon Thomas had become the fourth Left Discipline GOAT manufacturer, named while Sean Moran replaced Romita as co-executive manufacturer. Since it started out, Counting Cars has showcased terrific artistry and passion for custom vehicle and bike recuperation, together with creativity and craftsmanship. However, with drama on television and captivating sort of TV. But who became Danny Koker earlier than the Counting Cars? The well-known Count. The well-known Danny Koker before his Counting Cars, even though already making a actual location in TV. Between 1990 and 2000, Koker hosted a overdue nighttime software on Vegas TV station KFBT, exposing an entire lineup of campy B-horror films to the target audience. This becoming whatever, however, a pleasant authentic Vegas fashion, which leaned toward the theatrical and the over-the-top. At the age of 21, he was arrested by the target audience at the over-the-top. He created an individual that might complement the films as grandly enjoyable. The vampire with an Elvis twist. Draped in dark gothic apparel with slick-to-gan hair suggestively harking back to the king of rock and roll, Danny had a fairly one-of-a-kind mark from the small display. His persona mixed a vampire's mysterious attraction with his Elvis-like large-than-existent showmanship and came out quirky to mention the least. That eclectic fusion of gothic and rock and roll couldn't shape the spirit of Las Vegas and replicate Danny's love of track and theater. His hosting bits were humor, camp, and attraction, prevailing over his target market and quick falling. For this past due night providing. This individual, termed the Count, became not simply an endearing, regular ego, however, a large part of Danny's that his family is proud of. Long after the Count's stint in horror movies ended, so might he hold to symbolize and crucial a part of Danny's public identification, and soon he could add the call to his custom automobile commercial enterprise, Count's Customs. The metamorphosis from quirky TV host to car legend demonstrates how versatile Danny's charisma is and how properly he can hook up with audiences in hugely different methods. Count's Customs did not go back the costs. Indeed, the matter set a sensational felony struggle of around $50,000 to draw the public's attention to the at-the-back-of-the-scenes hurdles of walking a excessive profile enterprise featured on Fact TV. For many display enthusiasts, this lawsuit served as a reminder of the complexities worried in balancing the pressures of manufacturing schedules, patron expectations, and the demands of a growing corporation. Even on this cloud of a prison tussle, Danny Koker controlled the hurricane brewing and persisted that counting cars finished. He proved how running inside the states of his fact. High stakes isn't usually a good region to be, where demanding situations are often set up to aggravate by way of being within the limelight. It pounds hearts. Yet Koker's love for automobiles and the whole lot related had no longer modified. This verified Koker's ability to navigate tough, demanding situations while remaining a grasp in his craft and a TV persona. What do you think of Danny's upbringing and his father's impact? And do you settle each his musical and automobile passions have fashioned his dynamic career? Share your mind with us in the comment phase. Remember to love proportion and subscribe for extra. Also click on the subsequent video displaying on your display. You will experience it.